Today's topic is common collector configuration. Earlier, we have already covered your common base configuration, common emitter configuration. In this common collector configuration, we are having the collector. It is common. It is common to your input and your output. We are having input from your base and we are having the output from the emitter. Here we are having the V input. This is the input and we are taking the output across this emitter. As we are taking the output from the emitter resistance, this common collector configuration, it is also known as your emitter follower. As we are taking output across the emitter resistance. Okay. Here we can go for your current amplification factor. The current amplification factor, here we will have the gamma. Gamma will be the current amplification factor. Earlier, in case of your common base and in case of your common emitter, there we have seen the alpha and beta as the current amplification factor. Current amplification factor, in case of your common collector configuration, it is your gamma. And what is this gamma? Gamma, it is the ratio of your emitter current to your base current. As we are taking the output from the emitter, it will be your emitter current, and as we are having the input from the base, we are having the base current. So it is the ratio of your output current to your input current. But we are knowing that your emitter current IE is equal to IB plus IC. Just substituting the value here. So we are having IB plus IC by IB. Here if you are solving it further, this IB and IB will be cancelled out, we will get 1 plus IC by IB. But we are knowing that IC by IB, this is your beta. So what will be your gamma? Your gamma will be 1 plus beta. So the summary of this is that if you are going for your current amplification factor in case of the common base, it is your alpha, and alpha is less than unity. Alpha is less than unity. And if you are going for your current amplification factor in case of your common emitter, that is your beta, the beta of the value is lying between 20 to 500. But if you are going for your current amplification factor in case of your common collector, that is your gamma, gamma is your 1 plus beta. So if we are seeing all this, if we are seeing your alpha, beta and gamma from this, we can say that the current amplification factor gamma, it will be the highest of this one. So smallest will be your alpha and it is less than unity. Then you will have the beta, whose value is between 20 to 500, and then you will have the gamma. Gamma means what is the value of you are having case of beta, so beta plus 1. So this shows that your gamma will have the highest value. Okay. And as the current amplification factor, these are dimensionless quantities. These are dimensionless quantities. And if you are seeing the common collector configuration, here you will have the input impedance. Input impedance will be such that it will be much more greater than your output impedance. As your input impedance is much more greater than your output impedance, we are using your common collector configuration for impedance matching purpose. So the application of your common collector configuration will be for impedance matching. It is for impedance matching. If we are going for your static characteristics, what is this static characteristics? Static characteristic, it is the graph between your input voltage and your output voltage. So the static characteristic is that your input voltage, it will be 0 till it reaches 0.7. This means that between your emitter and base, as if you are considering it as a PN junction diode, so there it needs 0.7. Okay, so after this the conduction will start. So if your input voltage greater than 0.7 volts, then you will have the linear growth between your input and output, and this will continue up to a certain limit. It will continue up to a certain limit. And what is that limit? That limit, it will be your whatever we are giving the VCC. Okay, so this is your VCC. So what is happening? That if we are seeing your input voltage with respect to your this output voltage from beginning till 0.7, there will be no conduction within. The conduction will start after this, and it will continue till whatever the value you are getting this, whatever the value that you are having of VCC. Let us assume that VCC it is of 12 volts. So this point will be your 12.7 volts. So you will get the output from 0.7 volt to 12.7 volts. Okay, so this it is showing the static characteristics between your input and output voltages in case of your common collector configuration.